I basically organise her.
We'll have a good giggle together.
I do the rosters, I do the labels.
We are actually business partners.
She takes over the kitchen. I just follow whatever the instructions are. It's easier.
I'm a bit starved of entertaining, so cook.
Basically it came about by parents at the school complaining in regard to the lunches that were provided to the kids. The quality and standard and what the food actually they weren't happy with. So we decided that we could do better and sort of eventuated from there.
We felt it was important to keep everything so strongly down the road of kashrut, because we've got children that come from very, very orthodox homes, that it wasn't fair for us to go into the kitchen, not do everything the perfectly, exactly right way.
Obviously we had restraints with being a kosher school, kosher kitchen, as to what we can do and what we can't do. Developed the menu from there, just basically from their ideas, our ideas together.
The kosher book is brilliant, and if you follow that, people say, oh, how can you cook that? Well, kosher doesn't mean life's hard. Kosher doesn't mean you can't eat decent food. It doesn't mean that you can't make yummy food.
Have you remembered it? I think he did. I think Richard asked him.
We analysed it. We thought, how hard can this possibly be to give the kids a decent lunch every week? It's not a big deal. I'm a chef. Michelle's organised. She's a good cook too, so we thought we could do it together.
A lot of products that we buy, for example, the cheese has to be strictly kosher, which is a huge difference in price to normal cheese. We usually walk around with the Melbourne Kashrut book and say, is this one all right, is this one all right? Like 1 week something is kosher and then the next week you sort of have to check to make sure that it's still the case.
He's supposed to. But I reckon he gets aerated when he gets beaten up anyway.
Deborah is a chef, so to speak. She's had chef training, and I sort of did the admin side of it. We get usually around 150 orders every week.
Eggs, milk. I didn't put the butter in. You know, there are days that you really don't know why you're doing it, and we get angry, but then we have the fun days and we think to ourselves, you know, that's why it's worth it, or the kids come back and they say that was the best, or like last year when they were writing what their favourite thing is at school and that it was lunch order. Okay, somebody want to come and run cold water over?
Generally most, I'd say most people are happy to come in once a term to, be involved. They like coming in to see what happens. The disasters in the kitchen, the fun, seeing their kids, all of that.
Lucky I've made new friends. And not a lot.
It can't be hard work. Part of doing lunch order, people think, oh God, it's a whole concept of lunch order, coming and helping at the school. But they come once and they're like, oh, can we come again? You've got to enjoy it, you want to be there for your kids.
We get to keep a proportion of what we raise as a school as a whole, and then in discussion with the campus head we decide as to what items the kids would like or require at the school.
You need to rotate, because otherwise what happens is the corner ones get overcooked. See? They just get a touch. Well done, quicker. So that's done.
We bought things like, for each classroom, CD units. And the teachers can't believe they've got CD units and stereos with big ones that each classroom has one. We've bought ping pong tables, table tennis tables, we've bought basketball rings for inside, we've bought things for the kids, tent things that they can play for PE.
Yeah. 2 more, 3 more.
2 gimmels finished, it's here.
2 gimmels.
I can't come, I'm cooking.
I think both of us got sick of what the kids were eating, our children in particular, and also the comments. They weren't excited, and lunch orders should be exciting for the kids to have. A lot of parents have also said their kids eat different food now, that they've introduced a tuck shop and they're in lunch order and their friends eat it. try it. So it's been a good thing.
So you're multi-talented?
I am.
It's yours! Cold water. So when I drop the noodles, you can drop the cupcakes. Muffin alert! Muffin alert! I'm just going to keep doing my noodles. We've got enough for the kids. Shut up, bitch! Crying to the oh, no. Does anyone care that I thread my lunch now? Oh dear. I just cleaned. Oh, how many muffins did we need exactly? Shut up. We need to put another tray in the oven.
We had an incident last year with the Yom Ha'atzmaut, and Mish hadn't been there the year before. She'd helped me organise it, and then I'd finish it off. She was away for work or something, and so this year we were organising it, and somebody had done something or was going to do something else, and I said, no, that's not the way I set it up last year. I want to set it up this way and that way. And so Michelle screamed at me about something. I screamed back at her, and she said to me, well, that's it, I'm going. And I went, stiff, I'm here, you're here, you can bloody stay. She goes, fine. And I went, fine.
We usually have our little tiffs now and then and get over it very quickly. It's, you know, I tell her what I think, she tells me what she thinks, and then we move on from there.
Well, she's hormonal, I'm hormonal. Christ, can you imagine?